Kidzuko!
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Hi, welcome to Reading Rainbow. I'm Michael the Librarian, and this place is the library. People tend to be very quiet at a library. That's because some people are trying to read here. But libraries are also a place for talking. One of my favorite rooms in a library is a children's room because it's usually filled with joy and laughter. And the front desk is usually noisy with people checking out books. Some libraries have cafes where you can make a new friend. And that's never a quiet thing. When I make friends, I get loud. So libraries are actually a great place for expressing yourself. Sorry, expressing yourself. So yes, libraries are known for being quiet, but they're also places for speaking out. Come with me, friends. The book we're reading today is about a girl who was brave enough to speak out. She saw something in her classroom that didn't feel right. So she decided to do something about it and make a change. Not only did she make that change, she wrote a book all about it. At 9 years old, Bellen Woodard wrote a story about speaking out and turned it into this book, More Than Peach.
More Than Peach, written by Bellen Woodard, narrated by Gabrielle Union. Rise and shine, sunshine, is my wake-up call. But just for a moment, my eyes cling to last night's dreams, not yet ready to leave them behind. My mornings are filled with smiles and a bump here and there. We rush in the busyness the morning brings. Being with my brothers is sort of like gazing into a mirror. Their faces reflect mine. Shades of the world with the same warm and curious eyes. I sigh when I wave goodbye. My brother's reflections disappear and leave only me. But just one me is more than enough, and I make so much of it. Sometimes we might trip up, but we have friends to catch us. School is a home away from home, and when at home, we learn to grow. Does anyone have the skin color crayon? My friend asks. Some call it the skin color crayon. I've heard it many times before. But this time, when I pass the peach-colored crayon to him, something in me feels different. Can someone pass me the skin-colored crayon? Another friend asks later. The question rings through the room. This question didn't seem to bother my teachers or my friends. Why was I the only one feeling confused? My mom and I celebrate the day. We share lots of stories and giggles. I also tell her about the skin color crayon language. I explain that even though the question puzzles me, I always pass the peach crayon. Well, our skin color is brown. So next time, why not just hand over the brown crayon instead, Mom says. But that doesn't feel right either. I think for a while and the idea hits me. No, Mom. Instead, I'll ask what color they want, I answer, because it could be any number of beautiful colors. And so, the next time that question rings out, I reply, which one? Skin can be any number of beautiful colors. Oh, yeah. I meant the peach color, my friend says. Suddenly, I realized that if this friend could understand, maybe my other friends could too. Again and again, I get asked the same question. Again and again, I reply the same way. Gently, knowingly, trying to change the language. Until I finally hear an echo. My teacher replies just the way I did. Of course, she says. What crayon color would you like? Because skin tones can be any number of beautiful colors. I had been the spark, and now my whole classroom is lit up. It's so important that your space is brilliant, just like you. Soon, the new language rippled through the school. If I can make such a big change here, I can also make it happen at other schools. I put my idea to paper, and my family helps me plan. Growing isn't always easy. Change is a team effort. And the bigger your team, the faster change happens. I lead the way and ask my friends, school, and whole community for help. All around the world, the language is changing. Minds are growing. And we will keep going until the world knows we're more, much more, than peach. We're each. Together, we can show the world the power of kidhood, one crayon at a time.
And now it's time for a game of What Can You Remember? You got this. What question did Bellen's friend ask her while they were coloring? A, does anyone have the skin-colored crayon? B, did you do anything fun this weekend? C, can you pass the gravy? What do you think? It's A. The friend asked for a skin-colored crayon. Here's our second question. The next time Bellen's friend asked her for the skin-colored crayon, how did she respond? A. No. B. She started doing a funny dance. C. Which one? Skin can be any number of beautiful colors. You can do it! It's C. Bellen asked her friend to name which color they wanted. Last question. Bellen led the way in creating change with the help of A. Her family, friends, and community. B. Her pet howler monkey. C. No one. She does it all on her own. Do you know? It's A. Bellen gets help from her family, her friends, and her whole community. Change is a group effort. Great job!
When Bellen's classmates talked about skin-colored crayons, she felt confused. Why did he ask that? When skin can be any number of beautiful colors. But all it took was Bellen asking one simple question to introduce a better way of talking about crayons. Have you ever been in a situation like Bellen, where something didn't feel fair, or it left you feeling confused? What's something you think should change in the world today? We'll take a look at both those questions with Bellen herself. But in the meantime, make sure to follow the rainbow.
Reading rainbow.
Don't forget to check out some of the other fun videos on Kidzuko.